Hi, everyone. Welcome to another really exciting episode of Workforce Wednesday today. You're in for a real treat because I am here with Ivan, talent specialist, and Marvin, assistant talent recruiter from Sovereign Commercial Services. How are you both doing today?
Doing good.
Great,
Thank you.
Bree. We're glad to be here.
Thanks for having
Awesome.
us.
Awesome, awesome. I'm so excited to have you both because you offer such great career opportunities for our community. So can you just tell us a little bit about Sovereign Commercial Services, where you're located and your history here in our area?
Okay. So, Sovereign Commercial Services, we are located at 215 Vine Street in Scranton. We are actually a sister company of Pennsylvania Paper Supply, which is the theme for The Office. If anybody's ever watched the show The Office, we're in that tower right there on Vine Street. So Sovereign has been in business since 2004. And we are a commercial cleaning company. So what we do is we provide commercial cleaning services at different types of buildings, anything from schools to hospitals to warehouses, manufacturing plants. We do it. We do all types of cleaning. So we actually had started in the Scranton, Pittston, Wilkes-Barre area, and now we have grown to where we have locations throughout northeastern PA, Hazleton, Pottsville, Lancaster. We have locations close to Philly, upstate New York, the Poconos. So we have really grown since 2004.
That is amazing. I mean, who hasn't watched The Office, right?
I know. Yeah.
And I love to hear that story of a small local company growing into this nice regional player that can provide really great opportunities to all of our job seekers watching today. So can you describe a little bit what it's like to work at Sovereign Commercial Services?
Okay. Well, I actually have been with Sovereign since 2010. So it's 11 years going on 12. And I must say, it's probably one of the best places that I've worked. The thing that I like about Sovereign most is that we're not that big a company where you don't know anybody, you don't know your manager. If you need a answer to a question, you can get it right away. So if you're looking for that personal touch in a company that you want to work for, Sovereign is it. You don't have to wait 3 days to get an answer on if you can take this week off or anything like that. We are really small, we are really hands on, and we're able to accommodate our employees, and we treat them like family.
Mhm.
Mhm. If I may add,
Yeah, of course.
so one of the things that I like, I started in 2017, and previous to that, I was with a couple of Fortune 500 companies. I worked with FedEx, Walmart, and Amazon. And the big difference between those three and the one that I'm with Sovereign is that, like Ivan said, it's family owned. So it's a personal level of interaction with our owner and our manager. So it's you don't have to go through a lot of red tape to get to talk to who you need to talk to. It's almost immediate interaction to be able to catch up with your manager or owner.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that says something too about what it feels like to work for your company, right? Because who likes bureaucracy? You know, if you have a question, you want to make sure that you get the answer because your questions are important as an employee. So knowing
Right.
that you're going to get your questions answered, they're going to take the time to make sure that you get the proper answer really contributes to that warm, welcoming environment that you create with a family owned company.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious, what positions are you hiring for right now?
So we have four types of positions we're hiring for. The majority are facility associate positions where they are in one or two locations. That's their location, fixed location that they would go to on a regular basis. There's also a facility assistant position where they are more like a coverage person that they go to where they're needed. If somebody calls off or if someone's on vacation, calls off sick, that person, the facility assistant, covers for those different locations. So they may be traveling different locations in one shift, or maybe 1, 2, 3, even 4, depending on how much work is needed, they would go to those locations. And then we also have what's called a project specialist position. They are focused on taking care of the floors for customers who want stripping, waxing, buffing. They are the ones that they would take one of our vans. They go to wherever is needed to be uh, taken care of and take care of those customers. And then we also are looking for a part-time trainer. If somebody has some experience, has good experience in cleaning, in the cleaning field, and they'd like to help out with training and perhaps with some opportunity for advancement, we're also looking for a part-time trainer for our team.
I love the amount of variety that you have to offer right now, because it seems like you really have something that can fit whatever somebody is looking for. Like, for example, that first position, you know where you're going every day, you know your hours. It has that predictability that some people need in their life, but some people don't want that. They want something new and different and exciting every day. So you have that type of position available as well. So that's really good. So can you tell us a little bit more about the types of skills or educational requirements or experience you're looking to for someone to come to the table with when they apply?
Okay, so our company, one of the things that you have to have is either a high school diploma or a GED. One of the great things about the experience for our company is that anything that we ask you to do, we'll train you on. Any type of equipment that you'll be using or any special skills for any job that you're going to be doing, we will train you. We provide the training. We have a great training staff that works with you and make sure that you understand everything you're doing. But if you're looking for a job and you don't have a lot of experience in anything, if you're just starting out working, we're the best company to come work for, because we'll train you and we'll give you skills that you can apply every day at work.
I love that you mentioned that skills, right? Like, you're giving people skills and training them in skills, because I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to go to some type of dead end job where what I do isn't meaningful or requires any type of mental thought, right? No, you're training skills that they can utilize for the rest of their lives, which is great. Are there any particular attributes that can benefit somebody to be successful in this type of position?
Well, one of the things that I always tell our candidates, the most important thing that you have to have is a positive attitude. Because if you come to work with that attitude, we're going to provide you with everything else that you need. You don't really, some people aren't people persons. A lot of our jobs are at night, in the evening. You're in a building, there may be no one around. So if you're not the type of person that likes to be around people, that's fine. And then we do have positions where you are around people. You're working on a team, you're working together. So we can fit people in wherever, what's ever comfortable for them. One of the great things about Sovereign is we try to adapt our jobs around our staff. So if we're interviewing somebody, a candidate comes in and they say, hey, I can only work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the afternoons. We're going to look and see, because 9 times out of 10, we may have a position at those hours. So we try to put people what's going to work best for them, because it benefits them and it benefits us. We try to get them as close to home as possible. We try to get them the hours and the days that'll work for them. So that's one of the reasons why we, as a cleaning company, we have been able to maintain our staff. We don't have a high turnover. And that's one of the reasons, because we work with our employees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are some really key things you just touched on there. The amount of flexibility that you have to work with somebody, what you just described is amazing. I think a lot of people have this preconceived notion that employers nowadays aren't flexible. You know, their hours are their hours and that's it. And if you don't fit into that mold, you're not going to make it. But knowing that you're going to sit down with them, say, hey, what works for you? let's match you with what works best for you, ensures that they're going to have a positive experience and they're not going to have to worry about, oh, well, my childcare, my transportation, or anything like that. It's going to work for them.
Right, right. And that's one of our models. Let's work together. So as we bring you on, we're going to work together as well as with the client, wherever building that you're working in, we're going to work together with them as a team. So that's one of our biggest things.
So is there anything that you can tell us about your wages or your benefit packages that you're offering right now?
Well, our pay rates vary. So each location we have, depending on what you're doing, because we have some people that are doing floor work, we have some people that are doing different things. It can go anywhere from $12 up to $18. One of the positions that Marvin had mentioned before, where our coverage team, where you're covering at multiple locations, different times, we're going to pay a lot more for that because we're asking more of you. You have to be really flexible. So we're going to pay more in those jobs. And then we just have some positions that because of the environment you're working in, it pays more because it could be a manufacturing plant or something like that. So every account we have pays different. And we pretty much, as we meet with the candidate in the interview, we find out what they're looking for, and we try to put them in a position that works best for them. So if we have somebody that's not able to do a really physical job, we're not going to put them in a real physical job. We're going to try to find something that's going to be a little bit lighter for them. So the pay ranges vary, and we do have a wonderful benefit package compared to a lot of other cleaning companies. We offer paid time off that you earn. We offer a 401k after 1 year full-time work. We offer health benefits, dental, vision. And we've just offered right now, we just started a new thing where we offer life insurance for all our full-time employees. And that's free of charge. So that's another thing that Sovereign does. And we try to every year evaluate our benefits and see what employees are looking for. And we try to upgrade and do what we can to maintain them, to keep them, and to keep us moving forward.
I might add, Bree.
Yeah.
One thing that I like to add with regards when I do interviews, I do like to mention one other benefit. It's not really like a benefit, but it is a bonus. Where whether you're working full-time or part-time, we have a referral bonus program. So if you refer somebody on board to our team and we hire them, whether we hire them full-time or part-time, once that person reaches their 90th day with the company, our current employee receives at least a $250 bonus per person that they've referred. Just to give you an example, we had someone in Hazleton refer 3 persons all at one time. We happened to hire all 3. So if you do the math, she got a $750 bonus after their 90th day. And our part-time worker that's made the most out of that's made $4,000 from referral bonuses.
Wow. And that can really make a difference too at the end of the day. And it's nice to see that you recognize that work that your employees are putting and the benefit that they're adding to the business, right? Because if they bring you a good employee, that benefits you and it also benefits them in terms of that incentive. So that's a really nice benefit you have there.
And I just wanted to add one more thing about our PTO, our paid time off. We also offer paid time off for our part-time employees. A lot of times people think that it's just the full-time. Our part-time employees earn PTO too.
Oh, wow. That's really nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. So now, is there any potential for career advancement within your company? A lot of people right now are go-getters. They're looking to climb that ladder. Is there any opportunity for that?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Just one example, just to give you an example, in our team right now, we have one of our managers, client service managers, who started off as an hourly associate. He was a go-getter, took initiative, helped with training and helping out with organizing teams. So because he was a go-getter, he took initiative. Eventually, when we had more accounts that we needed a manager for, he qualified to become a manager. So there's opportunities to reach management level. If you're a good teacher, you can also qualify as a team lead or a trainer. So those are some nice opportunities that we have available to our associates. And if somebody wants to start off as a part-time and eventually their circumstances permit them that they'd like to work full-time, we have that opportunity also to grow. So they're not limited to, I'm working part-time, but I'm never ever going to get full-time. If they let us know that, hey, my circumstances have changed and I'd like to work full-time for you guys, do you have any opportunities? Well, we look for something that matches what they're looking for. So that way they don't feel like they're stuck working just part-time. Or let's also too, some unfortunately circumstances change where someone's working full-time and they have to go to part-time. We also have that opportunity. If they need that, we try to look for something to help them as well.
And I just wanted to add that we definitely want to grow our team from within, because the time that we spend training our employees, giving them the skills that they need, we don't want them to go somewhere else and use them. We want them to stay with us, and we're going to encourage them, and we're going to give them the opportunities to grow with us.
So I have two things. The first thing is I just wanted to say that I love this theme of open communication and no judgment, right? The employees can come to you and talk with you about their circumstances, what works best for them. And you have that flexibility to be able to help them get into a position that might be better suited for them. Because life is crazy, you just never.
Yeah. And we all have issues. Things are happening. Yep.
Right, exactly. And I love that the support that you provide your employees through those training opportunities to help them get to where they want to be and make sure that they can do their job successfully. So my second thing is there anything additional about training opportunities at Sovereign that our career seekers watching should know?
I just wanted to add that, as Marvin had mentioned before, we are looking for a trainer. So if you're working for another cleaning company and you have years of experience, you may want to come and see the opportunity that we have. Our trainer is going to be responsible for going out and working with our staff, because we do training all the time, not just for new people, but for our current employees. We go out and we do different trainings to make sure that they're doing everything the correct way. So if they're working for another cleaning company and you don't want to leave because you're comfortable, give us a chance and you're going to see a whole different way of working.
And our training, for someone that enters our company, it's paid training. We're not going to hire them and then say, now you're on your own. We're going to hire them, and even if they do have experience in cleaning, we do approach cleaning our buildings a certain way. So we'll even provide them training. If you are experienced, we provide that training, and it's paid training, several days, so that they can feel comfortable as to the routine that we would like to approach a certain account. And that way, they can feel like they can keep going forward. And if somebody still needs some additional training and they let us know, then we'll provide that as well.
Right. And that's a huge thing too, you just mentioned, because I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to know it all on their first day. So knowing that even if you've been working there for a little bit and you say, hey, I really want to improve my skills in this area, they can have that open dialogue with you to say, hey, I've noticed that this is sort of where I'm lacking. Can you help me improve? And you'll say, yeah, absolutely. That's great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to address the elephant in the room, right? COVID is starting to come back during the fall. Can you just tell us a little bit about what you're doing to keep your employees safe on the job?
Okay, so one of the things that people don't realize about cleaning is probably one of the safest jobs that you can have. We provide you with masks, we provide you with gloves, everything that you're doing, you're going to be working safely. A lot of our positions are by yourself. You're not going to be around people. So that's the perfect ideal where you're going to have that safe distance from people. You're working in your area by yourself. There's no one around. And we also go over our COVID policy with all our new employees to express to them, let them know what's required, what they have to do. We have been lucky that we haven't had COVID cases, but we have outreach where our employees know that they can reach out to us if they have any questions. If they feel unsafe, they can call us and we can help provide them with whatever it is that they need. But cleaning is probably one of the safest jobs that you can do because you're always prepared with your gloves and masks. So you're protecting yourself.
Right, absolutely. And you're working with those disinfectants and those cleaners,
Mm-hmm.
eliminating the germs too. So that's another
Yes.
point that you make there. So how can somebody who's interested in apply? And what can they expect during your interview process?
Sure. Well, the first thing to apply, there's several ways they can do that. If somebody really likes texting, we actually have a texting arrangement in place. They can call 570-325-1188 and text the word team, and that'll give them the online application connection right there. So that if they like texting, and there's a lot of people that like texting, all they have to do is just text that, do that number, 570-325-1188, and then the word team, and that's it. Send it, and they'll have the link to the online application. Now, for some, maybe they don't like texting, but they can still use the internet. So they just go to sovereigncs.com, and right at the top of the page, you'll see the words "click here, apply now." That'll give them the online application. So we do applications now online since the pandemic, and it's worked out a lot because they can have immediate access to it. And even if they don't have internet, a lot of times, a lot of candidates have gone to like career links. They've gone to a family member or friends Wi-Fi internet connection so that they can fill out the application. And another option is maybe they're not sure still. They can join us for our virtual open houses Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., we have our Zoom account open up. Anybody can join us. They can ask us questions. And if they feel like they're convinced, like, yeah, I'd like to join, then we would tell them, go ahead and fill out the application at the webpage that I just mentioned, sovereigncs.com. So we have several options for them to apply. Now, once they get the application in, it comes to us, comes to either Ivan or myself, and we screen it. We make a phone call to that person. We do a phone screen interview. That's our first step. Just to make sure we fill in the blanks that might be the application is missing. We want to make sure of the work history. We just want to know that you have a good work history. What we try to find out, what are you looking for? What schedule is the schedule that is going to be ideal for you, so that once we're done with that screening part, now we know, okay, hey, after we've left the call, now we know, okay, we have this position that matches what they're looking for. So now we start seeing if there's an opportunity to get them on board. So if once we've done the phone screen and a video interview with them, and we do our due diligence, of course, we check out the reference check, do a brief reference, make sure that they have good word out of from others that know them. And if they do, then we can get them to the managers that have positions that matches what they're looking for. They will make arrangements to do what's called a walkthrough interview, where they show the location that they're considering the candidate for. So that way they can see what it looks like. They get a tour of the location. They can ask questions of the manager. The manager will ask additional questions, obviously, just to get the person to feel comfortable as to what they can expect. If it's a win-win, if it's going to be something that matches both the candidate and the manager, that's when we bring them on board. And we do the virtual onboarding. We do the onboarding rather virtually. So we also do that. We've done everything virtually since the pandemic, and it's worked out pretty good, because even if somebody has been it's farther away from Scranton, they don't have to come to Scranton to get onboarded. We onboard them from their own location, wherever they are, and we're able to do it usually within an hour. We've seen people from application to onboarding. They've come on board within a week or a week and a half, depending obviously with the background check, but it can take place that quickly to come on board with the team.
Yeah, I can see all of the effort that you've put into your application and interview process to make it accessible and convenient for the career seeker. You know, their time is valuable, and you've acknowledged that,
Sure.
sure that, hey, if they need a job now and it's a good fit for both sides, they can get that job fairly soon. So that's really nice.
Mhm.
So, is there anything that you would like a job seeker to know that's unique about working for Sovereign and why they should work for you?
Well, to start off with, excuse me, we're family owned, like we mentioned earlier. We're family owned. Since we're family owned, we it's very the relationships with our management team is very personal. Uh, Even our owner, we know our owner by first name. He knows us by first name. So it's it's really nice because you don't feel like you're just a number in the company. You're considered as part of a special member of the team. It contributes to the success of the team. So that's one of the unique things about the company. Also, too, there's opportunities to grow. Uh, if you don't want to, if you just want a certain job just to make ends meet, that's fine too. But if you are looking for opportunities, there's an opportunity to grow. If you're a go-getter, if you have initiative, if you're a team player, and you're willing to learn, those are qualities that lead to opportunities in the company, and it's taken place. We have had ones who have moved up into the company because of having those qualities, displaying those qualities, and doing a good work, wherever they're assigned. Also, too, in the industry, we're among the highest paying companies in the cleaning industry. So it's not just being working as a cleaning team member, but you're also getting compensated for your efforts, for your working hard. We want them to feel like they're appreciated. Something else that I like is with a lot of people, well, a lot of there's in this area especially, there's a lot of companies where you're basically working I don't want to call it a dead end job, but you have your routine and it becomes monotonous. It's production. You have to produce, and then they add on to your production because the next year, I've been in that. I've been in those companies where you produce, now you produce some more. We want you to produce another more and a lot more and a lot more. And every year they continue to add onto that. That's not like that here. You know your job, take care of it, and you can do it your own way. You work independently. You're not going to have your manager on top of you during your hours. They're going to check your work, obviously, and we're going to assume that you're going to do a good job, but you're not going to have somebody on top of you all that time. You can do your cleaning routine however you feel like. You can change it up so that it doesn't become monotonous. So it's a nice opportunity to work independently. Stay safe at the meantime with the pandemic, and we provide the resources and support so that you can succeed, from supplies to communication with managers to having the forms available online so you can get PTO time, or you can ask for time off. You need to call off or come in late. We have very accessible communication with our managers as well for that. So as an overall, as a company, we try to make, like you mentioned earlier, we try to make it easier for our associate to feel comfortable and feel like they can succeed with our company.
And I just wanted to add on that this is the time of the year. It's September. So a lot of people that are working full-time jobs, this is the time of year when they go and look for a little part-time job so that they can have some extra money for Christmas. Sovereign is the ideal place because you're working your 9 to 5. You don't want to go somewhere else and be stressed out. You come and work for us, it's therapeutic. You'll get a little bit of exercise and you'll make some money. So that's probably, I think, and the hours are going to fit around the schedule you're working now.
I love that you mentioned that too, because I know a lot of people that do use cleaning as their stress reliever. Like you said, they find it therapeutic and relaxing. So you're right. If you have that 9 to 5 and are looking for that something, you know, that little extra cash, with that something that's not going to stress you out, this seems like the perfect thing. And Marvin, what you mentioned, everything that you said really shows that you trust your employees. You know, you hire them and you put that trust in them that they deserve, that they're going to do a good job. They're going to be responsible people. And it shows that you recognize that, you recognize their hard work, you value what they do, and you compensate them accordingly. So what more could a job seeker want in their career, you know?
Absolutely.
So is there anything else that you want to people watching to know about working at Sovereign?
I'll let you go first, Marv, if you have anything.
If you don't want to just be part of just a number in a company, Sovereign is definitely an opportunity to experience the opposite. You know, to be known. I mean, you're not going to be a number. You're going to be part of the team, a valuable part of the team, wherever you are located. And we try to look for opportunities to keep showing that we value your work as part of the team as well.
And then I just wanted to say how one of the biggest things that I like about Sovereign, I've been here for almost 12 years, so it must be something I like, is that I think they value you as a person. They value you. We all work because we have families, and we all try to provide for our families. And when you can find a company that you can partner with that knows that appreciates that will work with you. And the reason I say that is because I had someone that I know that worked for one of those companies Marvin said, and something had happened, and their policy was 3 days you miss, you're out. With us, we're going to work with you. Tell us what it is that's going on, and we try our best. And that's invaluable because it doesn't, like he said, it doesn't make you feel like you're just an object. We need you to do this. You're a part of our team. Let's see what we can do to work together.
Great. I love that. So what I have to say to everybody watching, well, first and foremost, Ivan, Marvin, thank you so much for being here today to have this conversation and get the word out about your amazing career opportunities that you have available. And to everybody watching that might be interested in applying, do it. You know, Marvin and Ivan are genuine. They told you everything that you're looking to know in terms of you're not going to be treated like a number. They're going to treat you like a real human being with feelings and emotions and part of the team. So I encourage you to go online, send that text message, and check out their application and see what they're all about in person. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Bree, thank you for having us.
Yeah, Bree.
Thank you.
Okay.